The Restoring Multilateral Trade Co-operation Project is a joint venture between the Cordell Hull Institute in Washington and SAIIA. It explores the future of the WTO as seen through the eyes of developing countries, key developing countries, and their broader regions. And we instituted this project in partnership with 6 developing country think tanks. So what was innovative about the project is that we took this conversation into key countries and apart obviously from regional participants from a range of stakeholder backgrounds, government representatives, business organizations, the think tanks themselves, civil society groups. We also brought in an international group for each of these dialogues. It was a broad multi-stakeholder conversation in each country, tuned to country and also regional dynamics. Compared to other similar processes that are going on in Geneva, that was the unique value add of this project, because those processes really focus on the future of the WTO as seen from Geneva, which is quite a different vantage point. What to expect from Nairobi? The short answer is not much. Certainly the Doha round, as it was originally formulated, is not going to be concluded. The real question is how to salvage key parts of it and then move beyond it. But in Nairobi, one key deliverable certainly will be the expanded information technology agreement, which is an existing agreement. We expect further ratifications of the trade facilitation agreement and some bits and pieces for least developed countries, but nothing really substantial. So in short, it will be more of a stock-taking exercise. A few key deliverables, as I've just outlined, but nothing concrete in terms of what to do with the Doha round. And so the crisis continues effectively. In terms of major findings, this was not a consensus-building process, obviously. So there were many different viewpoints, many different conversations. But I would say there were 2 major concerns that were commonly expressed. The first was over US-led initiatives to establish so-called megaregional trade agreements, the Trans-Pacific Partnership particularly, but also the Transatlantic Trade and Investment Partnership. And the common concern was that as excluded countries or outsider countries, how would these agreements impact on their trading interests, as well as, of course, the WTO itself, and then what to do about them. And then the second broad set of concerns, related to some extent to the first, is the move, particularly by developed countries, to negotiate so-called plurilateral agreements in the WTO, which are small group agreements, but they don't involve the entire membership, but rather smaller subsets of the membership. And again, those not participating in those processes are concerned about the impacts on their trading interests and whether agreements forged under plurilaterals would be imposed on them at some time in the future. So that was pretty consistent across all the countries. And we also encountered quite sharply divergent perspectives on a very popular current debate, which is over global value chains and how developing countries should orient themselves towards global value chains. Where to next? The project is busy winding down now, so we are finalizing currently a diagnostic report, which will be put out by the core partners, SAIIA and the Cordell Hull Institute. And that essentially diagnoses what is wrong with the multilateral trading system as seen through the lenses of these key developing countries and their regions. Following from that diagnostic report, we will put out a 3-page set of recommendations. So those will be released hopefully by the end of November and then disseminated widely through electronic platforms.